Morning, guys. Well, we're just on the industrial estate at Newcastle Airport. I've just dropped somebody off there, and I was just pulled in here to set the camera up for this morning. We're just going to be running back up to Newbiggin, and the traffic was fairly heavy this morning. It's not a bad day, but we're only 6 degrees. Pretty chilly. And the sun is just so low, it makes it impossible to see what you're doing. These are the landing lights, obviously, and this is for 07. I mean, technically you could park up here with a camera, I suppose. There's no WR lines, but you would be causing a hazard. Maybe on there, maybe. That looks a bit muddy, actually. There you go, bus stops down there, so that's no good. And the Premier Inn. Well, I bought some cables for the solar, which I'm not really going to be using now, which is a bit of a bummer, because my large Bluati, actually I've got an extension lead plugged into that up to the kitchen, and from there I use the mains, or I use the extension to plug into the other two Bluatis, and it charges them quite happily, and my tea maker. So happy days. They can then one of them charges, well, puts the lights on. Really? Yeah, so one of me machines does my tea all day. It's got a tea percolator, so that keeps that warm. And the other one I use for doing things if I'm making like omelettes or whatever. I can plug that in either to the extension, or I can possibly use the smaller Bluati rather. Can't get that name right. Got an overheated at the minute. I mean, my flat's fairly warm anyway, and these things like lots of airflow, and I'm getting the temperature warning. So that's a little bit of an issue I've got. So I've got a fan on it, which is USB based, so that's not a problem. And never mind now. Just was trying to use my GPS there. It's not that I don't know where I'm going. It's just the fact that I was going to give it a go, see how well it worked. Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple of chemtrails starting up there. Long streaks doing their zigzags again. would be okay if they could tell us why they do it. Well, if it was to kill us off, well, that's not such a good idea to tell us, but if it's to cool down the planet, well, that's not good either. Red lights, hate red lights. Should be away in a second or two. Red lights and traffic jams. There we go. Yeah, I made omelette egg yesterday on solar. It was quite nice. The only thing I can't really cook with the oven at the minute. It's just too much power for the solar generator. So there's certain things you can't do. Your toaster, well, that's a bit of a problem because it's one of those big ones. So this year, I'll be looking at getting 12 volt systems, i.e. 12 volt microwaves, 12 volt toasters, and just go down that route, because you can get everything really for the caravans. And if it works in the caravan or the motorhome, then technically it should work off these mobile units. I mean, I've had electricity bill come through so far, and I'm 52p in credit. So I'm averaging, I think my last bill was £80, if I'm honest. That would be for, I think they worked just over 5 weeks. It was like from the 2nd to the, no, from the 6th to the 6th, if you understand. So it's like a 5 week cycle. So if you look at £80, then I'm using about £11 a week in electricity, which is not bad. But you can deduct off that. They do have a rental on the unit, which is crazy, seeing it's been bought 1,000 million times. But yeah, that comes off the bill. So really, it's about a £5 a week maybe I'm spending on electricity. I mean, what's on the mains at the minute is my freezer, and I've got me little fridge on there as well, and the microwave. Well, if I'm cooking a meal, that is in action. I don't have a cooker as such. I refuse to plug it in, so I do have a gas oven, or a gas portable gas heater, for the bong pills, whatever. Oh yeah, comes the cups as well, and this guy not getting out of the way. We're doing 70, so he must be doing about 90. People just will not get out of the way. Here's our turn. Looks like the cops going that way as well. Yeah, he's heading out towards Cronington or the Tyne Tunnel area. That's another thing that's changed now. Your Tyne Tunnel, there's no stopping anymore. It does make it quicker, I must admit, but it's still a bit of a hassle if you don't have the app or you don't have a mobile, and a lot of older people do not have that facility. So disability cars, you register and you get a discount, or you don't pay if you've got a disability, but you've got to go to the website to actually register your car, which is probably easy enough to do. And then when you go through the tunnel, it actually flags your registration just to make sure you're legal and above the board. UPS, like same all over the world, don't they? These trucks, same on the movies in America. It's the same all over, standardized. I mean, it's still only 6 degrees here, and it's probably a-okay to fly a drone and what have you. And, I mean, after losing all that films off YouTube, kind of makes you wonder if it's worthwhile doing anything like that. You know, it's annoying, to be honest. Some of that footage I will not be able to get back. It's gone forever, which is a bastard. Just passing Arcot Hall. We're on the flight path at the minute for Newcastle Airport. You might see some aircraft coming down, but I don't think there's one due down till 10ish. Aye, if you've got a farm foods in your area, I recommend you go down there. We've got some pretty nifty stuff. They actually got an electric blanket in there for about 15 quid. Everything's very reasonable. I got myself a chicken roast the other day, all stuffed in that, and cooked it in the flavour wave. Very nice indeed. It wasn't too bad. So just coming up to the 189. Magic. Oh, I don't know. We got retirement. It's kind of a word you use for you completed your tasks. And of course now you hit retirement age and you're thinking, I want to be young again. Certainly the way my aches and pains are achieving in the minute. I've got the aches and pains through my arms, through my legs. Mind you, I was coughing last night, so maybe I've got flu-like symptoms. Because that's the gives you all the same symptoms in a flu. You get your aches, your pains, your sore throats, and let's get this show on the road. Yeah, so I'm waiting for doctors' reports and God knows where else. It's seem to, as you get older, you need doctors more and more. But in our days, you can't see a doctor. I mean, the I got called into the doctor the other day because I sent to do all your interviews on the phone, and there was really only 2 people in there. Once upon a time, the surgery used to have quite a few people sitting in there, and I can see the point there where you haven't got people sitting around sharing the books, yeah. But it's very difficult to get to a doctor nowadays. They don't seem to be interested. The care practice is gone. I can possibly see in the future that nobody will give a damn, which is a shame because everybody needs a little bit of care. Well, we're doing 70 mile an hour and it's 6.5 centigrade outside, and it's 9:34. So we've got a bit of blue sky up there and a bit of cloud. Don't know where the chem boys have gone. Oh, we just caught up with the UPS. He must have been tanking it. Ashington, 5 miles. I mean, his home's not too far. So, fantabby-dozy. As the UPS is breaking, he must be coming off it live. Everybody goes into Blythe. Get this truck behind Speedy Gonzales. Yeah, they're all going in there. Silver wasn't, what isn't. Yeah, I'm sorry all my videos have gone. All the links have failed because YouTube deleted them, and that's not good. Can't recover it. I've tried to recover it, and all it recovers, it says I didn't join YouTube till November last year, which is a lie. So yeah, it is an annoying, or I think that's annoying me at the minute, is the fact I've lost all those videos. The interviews from somebody who's gone now, left the planet. I had the battleship, which I don't think I'll be able to do that again. Where else was it? I've had a fair bit. And then it's all gone. All the videos are gone. Thanks, YouTube. It's caused a bit of depression in me. So I haven't got any backups. And I haven't got any way of getting them back because YouTube is owned by Google type thing, I think. So I've emailed Google, I've emailed YouTube, and I'm getting no response whatsoever. I was thinking of trying to make some cheese today, maybe. And that's by, you get some long life milk and you empty it into a bowl. You cut a square out the top of it, total thing, and then you add a bit of vinegar. That curdles the milk. You mix it all up together, and apparently you get cheese. Lots of useful things on YouTube. Making cheese, making bread, making butter, you name it. And it's their type thing. I even learned how to, fix me Luati machine, which was complaining was overheating. So it is a useful place for people to share their thoughts. I mean, not a really good subject, but if you're constipated, then what you do is you sit on the loo and you bend forward and you rotate your body in an anti-clockwise direction, then in a clockwise direction. And that moves your stomach around to help your gut to get rid of blockage. I mean, I've tried it. There was a doctor on YouTube that suggested it, and it seems to have worked. So there you go. Well, we're back home. It's been a long vlog, 24 minutes, and we're arrived at Newbiggin. So I hope you enjoyed the trip. It was a bit long and the chat, and I will catch you later. Bye.